What if two economic storms happening right now were quietly heading straight for your household budget at the same time? We are talking about an oil price surge that is already making gas, groceries, and everyday goods more expensive, crashing into a jobs market that just lost 92,000 positions in a single month when economists expected us to gain 50,000. That is a 142,000 job miss, and the revisions next month will likely make it worse. Here is my bold claim for today. The average American family is being squeezed from both ends at once, and policymakers are running low on tools to stop it. But if you understand what is happening and take a few smart steps right now, your family can come out of this in better shape than most. I am going to show you exactly how before this video is over. And yes, this is exactly the kind of video your financial advisor probably does not want you to see. So hit that like button. Consider it a small act of financial rebellion. Let us start with oil because everything else flows from here. West Texas intermediate crude has already crossed $90 a barrel. Analysts track three factors that determine whether an oil spike causes a recession: how fast prices rose, how large the increase was, and how long prices stay elevated. A jump of 50% or more in a short window has preceded every major recession since 1973. Right now, speed and magnitude are already present. The question is duration. That answer depends heavily on the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway that carries roughly 20% of the world's oil supply. Recent tanker attacks have spooked commercial shippers. Major insurers canceled war risk coverage for vessels in the Gulf, and replacement coverage, when available at all, is running up to 12 times normal rates. Yesterday, only 2 tankers passed through. 2. Your wallet is already feeling it. National average gas prices went from $2.90 a month ago to $3.32 today. But gas is just the beginning. Oil goes into shampoo, polyester clothing, food packaging, tires, paint, and deodorant. When oil spikes, the cost of nearly everything on the shelf follows. Inflation is basically that one house guest who shows up for the weekend and is somehow still on your couch 3 months later. If this is landing for you, follow the channel right now. It is the most financially responsible thing you will do all week. Now, the jobs picture, and it is not pretty. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported a net loss of 92,000 jobs in February, against an expectation of a 50,000 gain. Compare that to 2022, when we were regularly adding 300,000 to 800,000 jobs a month. Today, any monthly gain barely reaches 40,000 or 60,000, and we are now seeing outright losses. The hardest hit sectors tell a clear story. Technology is down 33,000 jobs year to date. Manufacturing cuts are up 143%. Transportation cuts have surged 872%, and oil prices will push that even higher. Healthcare has posted its worst January-February since 2021. And then there is AI. Artificial intelligence now accounts for 10% of February layoffs and 8% of all 2026 cuts so far. That is up from 3% in 2023. It is accelerating, and honestly, it is hitting white-collar and blue-collar workers alike. Here is where it gets complicated. The Federal Reserve is supposed to fight inflation by keeping rates high and fight unemployment by cutting rates. Right now, both problems are getting worse at the same time, which puts the Fed in an impossible position. Markets currently show a 95% chance of no rate cut in March and nearly 80% in April. By June, it is a coin flip. My prediction is a June cut, with the new Fed chair calling oil-driven inflation temporary while pointing to rising unemployment as the reason to ease. The danger scenario is stagflation, high inflation, plus stagnation and job losses, which is the hardest environment to escape because, honestly, every policy tool makes one problem worse. So let me bring this back to where we started. I told you American families are being squeezed from both ends. Here is the proof. Oil is spiking and lifting costs across the entire economy. The jobs market just missed by 142,000 positions. And the Fed cannot fully rescue either problem without making the other worse. Here is what you do right now. First, build or top off a cash buffer of 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in a high-yield savings account. Rates are still running 4.5 to 5%. That buffer is your first line of defense if your income gets disrupted. Second, trim discretionary spending voluntarily before inflation forces you to. Cut the non-essentials now so you never have to cut the essentials later. Third, think defensively about your investments. Energy ETFs, consumer staples, dividend stocks, and treasury inflation-protected securities, known as TIPS, tend to hold up better in inflationary slowdowns. If you have heavy growth stock exposure, talk to an advisor about rebalancing. The families who protect their wealth are not the ones who react after the headlines hit. They are the ones watching the indicators right now. That is why you are here. Was today's breakdown helpful? Let me know in the comments below. And if there are other financial topics or money challenges your family is facing, drop them in the comments. This channel is here to serve your household. Tell me what you need. Until next time, I've been Kevin with MoneyTreeandme, providing better security and ensuring better lives. Make it a great day.